Hello and welcome to our tarot reading for the collective for this week of the new moon in Capricorn. Sun and moon conjunct in Capricorn, the sign of the sea goat, determined, real hard worker, right? Very serious, driven, that strong determination to get shit done. When the sun and the moon are conjunct in a sign, we get a double dose of that energy. And we get that new moon that's created by that, right? When the sun and moon are conjunct. And that gives us a great opportunity to reset, to have a new beginning, to start to grow something in that area of our life. Now, I'm pretty happy about having that energy for Congress this week. Get to it. Make us all proud, right? Hopefully they catch this wave of Capricornian energy. But we all are, so that's great. Maybe the vibe will waft on over to the Capitol building and really fire everybody up. I do have a ritual guide for this new moon up on my blog on elementalpowertarot.com, so you can head over there and do that ritual if you need some guidance around that. The guidance that we have here with this reading is intense. I'm not gonna lie, it's really intense. And I'm smiling because, first of all, I don't think intensity is bad. I'm rather a fan of it. And this intensity is gonna break us down and allow us to have like some really, really rich breakthroughs that allow us to get huge clarity, very, very high levels of clarity. We've got King of Swords in our upcoming energy position, Heir of Air, right? Clarity on the inside that we can speak on the outside, letting all of that synthesis, all of that analysis really solidify and come through our communication, our throat center, right? How we get there is through, well, Two of Wands coming through, which has gotten us to this present moment. Two of Wands, just indicating that we have opened up our intuition. We have used our intuition to make some instinctual choices about where we're going. And those choices have gotten us here to central formation, Ace of Cups with the Tower right on top. Whew. Okay, so the Tower. I'm a fan. Yes, it's intense. Yes, it can be dramatic. It can even be or feel traumatic in the moment when it's happening. But you know, the Tower is indicative of long-held beliefs, things that we think are just true. That's just how it is. That's just how things are, right? That stuff coming down, crumbling down. And when that card comes up, with the Ace of Cups, not only beside it, but with it, right underneath it, that tells me that we're gonna need it, right? We're gonna need that Ace of Cups. We're gonna need that divine connection to our heart, that divine gift of emotion, that cleansing of emotion of the Ace of Cups to carry us through. Now, another way of looking at that is that the Tower coming down, whatever it is in our belief system, in our worldview, in our should system, right? That comes down, that it opens up that Ace of Cups energy, that it gives us access to that. Maybe we haven't allowed ourselves that level of comfort, right? Of nurturing, of receiving care. Maybe we've been blocked to that, and this is going to open it up, this Tower moment. Okay, now up above, we have another card that people don't like to see in readings, the Five of Coins, okay? Five of Coins is up here in line with Justice. Now, with all of this, Five of Coins being up above, not over here in the hopes and fears position, right? That's where Justice is, but above, shining down on the entire situation, on the entire week. Tighten the purse strings, okay? If there's any big purchase that you're gonna make that you can put off, any way that you can just kind of rein in, tighten that budget a little bit, go for it. Do it this week, because what we are being invited to do is to mind our pocketbook. And then when we do go back out and we're able to be a little bit more free with our finances, Justice card, make sure that we're really balancing how we spend not only our money, but our space, our physical energy, right? All of our earth element energy, making sure that we're spending it in a way that keeps our heart light, that allows our heart to be light and balanced with that feather of truth on the scales, okay? So that is going to be very important. Also, with the Tower and the Ace of Cups, look, you just really want to be just like drinking chamomile lavender tea by the pot full, right? Like staying calm, letting it flow through so we can move forward into this King of Swords moment, that big clarity. On the bottom, in our subconscious level, we have the Six of Cups with the Three of Coins. Three of Coins is in us and ourselves. Okay. So while we have this Five of Coins up here that's saying, okay, in the external world, like rein it in a little bit, we've got something brewing deep within ourselves that revolves around collaboration with other people with complementary skill sets, okay? That Three of Coins, it always speaks to me of coming together, that collaboration in the material world, in the earthly realm, that is really the most successful when we're collaborating with people who are unlike ourselves in some way, okay? And that's in line with the Six of Cups. So this collaboration is going to be made strongest and is going to be most successful when we connect it in to our emotional achievement of the past, okay? So while you're letting that Ace of Cups energy flow through, allowing the towers to fall, maybe pulling some bricks out yourself, right? Like maybe helping a little bit. Be looking back through your life, combing through and finding those places where you have had a breakthrough emotionally, where you've had some success, where you've been able to get yourself through a tough time, or when you have asked for help because you knew that you couldn't get yourself through a tough time and you had success there, okay? Whatever it is, anything that comes up for you when I say emotional achievement, that's the stuff. Pull it forward into this present moment and use that to inform how you're thinking about this Three of Coins situation, who you're collaborating with, what you're collaborating on. New moon in Capricorn, this is big, right? You can be thinking big about this collaboration. It's a great moment to get things started, to really put a lot of energy behind it. Now, the card that's in the threefold return position, how we meet this situation, how it comes back to meet us, is the Hermit. So while we have this collaboration, we are going to need a lot of time alone to get our part together, right? The Hermit's about going into purposeful solitude, gathering information, gathering wisdom, extracting solutions, right? Like really having, the Hermit to me is a very kind of research-based card, like getting information in from all kinds of sources and finding the commonalities, synthesizing that, bringing that wisdom back out to the world as a lantern to others, and with this Three of Coins, as a lantern to your collaborators. So this is going to be very important. Again, threefold return, how we meet the situation, how it comes back to meet us. So begin now. And also, this really says to me, when we're doing our new moon rituals, to keep that in mind, if that makes sense, to really keep ourselves as developing as a light, as a lantern, to come back out with something tangible to present. Keep that as sort of the center pull of the ritual, right? And your ritual as I've written in the ritual guide, right? Whatever your goal is, your ritual may be very different in scope, in direction, in specificity than mine or than somebody else's. But when we really allow ourselves to step into that hermit role, that's where it's gonna get nice and juicy. And then we get that King of Swords clarity. We're able to speak it, and then we're able to direct ourselves, to go back into that hermit mode and with more focus, okay, with more focus and clarity. Now, our key card for this new moon in Capricorn for this week is the Three of Swords. So we've got a 3 down here, the 3 of coins, and then we've got our 3 of swords up here in the key card position, the energy that we're invited to use as a key to unlock all of these lessons as we go through, right? 3 of swords is collaboration in the realm of air. And in a lot of decks, in a lot of traditional decks, it doesn't look like a fun card, okay? It's the big red heart and there's the 3 swords stabbed in it. I don't have that in mind because I've taken it away from that sort of leading scariness, right? That I don't totally, I just don't buy it. That collaboration in the realm of air is that dire all of the time. However, it can be uncomfortable. It can sting. A conversation between 2 people, even a conversation within your head, bouncing 2 ideas back and forth, it's a lot more complicated when a third voice comes in, whether that's another person or whether that is another idea within yourself. So with that 3 of swords there, when another idea comes in that sort of throws you, in your already potentially thrown state with the Tower card and with the 5 of coins, take it as a gift. Try as hard as you can. And it might be very hard, but you can do it. I can do it. You can do it. Take that as information. You don't have to deal with it right in that moment, right? Take the information, set it aside, integrate it into all of the other information that you're gathering up and integrating, all of the information that is being revealed by the Tower falling, all of the information that's being revealed by this Ace of Cups, right? When we allow ourselves to be flooded with that divine love and to be a conduit for that divine love, we get a lot of information. It can feel uncomfortable. It can feel a little bit sticky, right? It can bring up some things that need to be cleared out. That's great information too. And then obviously with the King of Swords, this big dose of information, right? Intellectual information communicated through that air element. So again, maybe you look at this spread and you see some of these cards and you think, oh Christ, right? It's not as dire as it may look. This spread is intense. It is breaking us through. And you know what? I'd rather have it in, in kind of one fell swoop than trickling through. So let's all take advantage of this. Take advantage of this new moon in Capricorn to process this stuff, to reset our goals and to reset what we are willing to put our energy into in this earthly realm, okay? It's precious. Your energy is precious, your time, your emotional energy, your psychic energy, your intellectual energy, it is precious and it is valuable. If nobody else has told you that, I'm here to tell it to you right now. It really, truly is, okay? So when you spend it and when you decide where you're gonna spend it on this new moon and you're going through all of this stuff, this is a major, major breakthrough and setting the tone for the year on how you are going to work and what you're going to be working on. Okay, pretty cool. Very exciting, in my opinion. And I'm going to be watching a lot of C-SPAN.